This is Bob. Bob is just a normal working man, just, hammering in some wood for whatever building he's working on. Unfortunately, today, he's going to experience an accident. He may not be thinking about it right now due to all the pain he's experiencing, but losing an arm can really change your life. Everyday tasks will become challenges, such as brushing your teeth, putting on clothes, tying your shoes, or even driving a car. Thanks to advancements in the plastic and medical industries, Bob will have a new arm in no time. You see, we human beings, we do a bunch of crazy stuff all the time, and we'll lose limbs and damage ourselves, but we've used technology to improve our lives, and that involves replacing limbs that we've lost. Essentially, prosthesis is the act of taking an inanimate object that looks like the limb you lost and placing it on the stump. Now, to make myself clear, prosthesis is not limited to arms and legs. It can also mean a heart, it can also mean a kidney. Whatever it is the act of replacing something that was once organic with something that is not organic. First things first, Bob's wound has to heal. After that, the doctors will make a negative mold of the stump so that you can get a positive model of his arm. You see, we don't actually model the prosthetic on your arm because they can't always have the patient in there. This process is very delicate. Unless we develop some sort of stem cell technology that can grow back his arm, Bob is going to be wearing this prosthetic for the rest of his life. This has to fit him perfectly. It can't rub, it can't cause any bruises, and it can't slip off. There are many different ways to control a prosthetic. It can respond to sensors that are placed on the opposite shoulder. It can also respond to remote-controlled button presses. For this presentation, Bob is going to be getting what is known as a myoelectric prosthetic. This is where the prosthetic detects the electric impulses from the muscle in the limb that was lost. In this case, it's going to be coming from Bob's upper arm. The overall structure of a prosthetic can be boiled down to three main things: the pylon, the socket, and the suspension system. First, you have the pylon, which is, for all intents and purposes, the support of the prosthetic. It is usually a metal rod. The socket is the main portion of the prosthetic that comes into contact with the human body. This is usually made from the mold that was made earlier on in the process. This needs to fit the stump exactly. Third, and most importantly, you have the suspension system. This is what keeps the prosthetic from falling off. The most common way of doing this is an airtight seal. So now that Bob has his new arm, let's see the consequences of this new technology. This is Oscar Pistorius. He competed at the 2012 Summer Olympics. He won gold in the 400-meter race and the 4x100-meter relay, but both of his legs were amputated when he was 11 months old. His ability to compete at the Olympic level was praised by some, but it caused somewhat of a controversy. Should he be able to compete? Do his prosthetics give him an advantage? Should they be allowed? Prosthetics are not only causing an issue in sports, but in life in general. When is it okay to replace limbs with technology? When will it be okay for someone to just get a new pair of eyeballs instead of putting on a pair of glasses? When will it be okay for someone to get a new pair of arms instead of lifting weights? When will it be okay for someone to get a new pair of legs, not because their legs are broken or they've been blown off or they were born with a disease, but because they don't like how their legs look? This is going to open up a whole new can of worms. If you think the debates over who should be able to own what rifle, or who should be able to marry who, or where we should drill for oil are interesting, just wait until we start asking who should be able to attach what to their wear. That, or wait until the male enhancement spam in your email box is talking about prosthetics and not pills.